Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. Today we're going to be going over our 2023 financial goal and net worth update for March of 2023. I do pull these numbers on the last day of the month, so these numbers are as of March 31st. That just keeps my tracking consistent and makes it easier for me to know exactly when to be pulling these numbers and doing the reconciliation for the month. So let's go ahead and get started. So for 2023, we have 4 main goals. 3 of them are like our priority goals, and then we do have 1 that is like a stretch goal. So our primary goal for 2023 is our car fund. We are currently a 1-car family and we are really wanting to be a 2-car family again. So we used to have 2 cars and then we dropped down to 1 car in August of 2022. And then now we are in April of 2023. And so we are feeling like we really need to get a new car before summer. We do have 3 kids if you guys are new here. And with 3 kids comes a lot of summer activities. So my 2 older kids are going to be doing different summer camps and things like that during the summer. And then they also are both in sports. So with the summertime, we are really going to need that extra car to be able to shuffle them to things and just give us a little bit more flexibility. Being a 1-car family has been great financially because we've been saving a lot of money on car maintenance and insurance and gas and things like that. But it is a little bit less convenient than having 2 cars because one of us always has to be home with the kids or, somewhere like that with 1 car. So we're looking forward to having 2 cars again, but I'm not looking forward to the cost, if that makes sense. So car fund is our primary. And then we also want to fully fund my husband's Roth IRA for 2023. And then we also have a goal of paying some extra mortgage principal. Right now we have that at $15,000. And then we also have a goal to fund my Roth IRA for 2023 as well. If you guys are new here, I did max out my Roth IRA last year. So priority this year is my husband's first and then mine if we have the extra funds for that. And then we also do both contribute to our 401k plans. So that is where we're at with that. Let's go ahead and get into our March progress. So for March for our car fund, we are able to put $5,000 into our car fund, which is incredible. I do have an asterisk here for March because March was a extra paycheck month for both my husband and I. So we both got extra paychecks from our regular jobs. So we did have quite a bit of extra income coming in March. So I just wanted to indicate that on here because this is not a typical month for us. We definitely had a lot of extra income. So we were able to make a lot of great progress in March for our car fund. And if you guys watched my Debt Free Friday video on Friday, we actually finished the car fund on Friday, but obviously that is in April. So I'm not counting that on here yet. As of March 31st, we were at $9,300 in our car fund, which is a goal of $10,000, leaving us $700 remaining, 93% towards that goal. We have not worked on any of these other goals yet. I have decided to work on 1 goal at a time. So you guys will see us starting to work on my husband's Roth IRA for this week, Friday, in Debt Free Friday. So stay tuned for that. We also did add the college savings down here. So a couple months ago when they had made the announcement that you would be able to convert 529 plans into retirement accounts, there is some stipulations on that. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Just Google like 529 into retirement accounts. There is some stipulations like the account has to be open for so long, etc. So when they had announced that, I got really excited about it because one of my hesitations with the college savings is, what if my kids don't go to college? It's kind of a narrow account. You can only use it for, educational expenses and those type of expenses. But with that announcement, I felt really good about putting more money into it because if our kids don't go to college, we could convert it into a retirement account, which I feel like is a really great option. So we did throw $200 in there in January. Again, this is not a primary goal for us, so I didn't even set a goal amount. It'll kind of just be whenever we feel like doing it throughout the year. If we get a certain amount of extra income or something, maybe we would allocate some towards it. So I did just want to count it on here because in my opinion, that is progress towards our financial goals because one of our long-term goals is to help our kids with college. So that is included on here. So for March total, we put $5,000 towards our goals. That leaves us for the year at $9,500 on a goal of $38,000. Now this is including our stretch goals. So if we were to take that out, we are at $31,500 for just these 3 main goals. So, it's a little bit less than that, but I'm really hoping we could maybe do all 4 of them. I know that might be a little bit stretch at the end of the year, but we'll see. I'm really feeling good about this year, so I'm just going to manifest that we're going to be able to do all 4 of them. But that leaves our remaining at $28,700, and that is 25% to our financial goals for the year. So we are a quarter of the way through the year, because the end of March signifies the end of the first quarter. So that is 25% of the way through the year. So we are on track. Now, again, we did have March, which was an extra income month. We do have one additional extra paycheck month in the year of 2023 in September, I believe. So we will have another month where hopefully we can make a really great amount of progress, but obviously it's not going to happen every quarter. So I would say we are currently on track, but we really need to step up our game if we want to maintain on track for our stretch goals. So that's all I have to talk about for our financial goals for this month. I will be doing at the end of this month a full goals 2023 recap. So that will include my personal goals. If you guys did not watch my goals video for 2023, I will link it in the bio down below if you guys want to check it out. But I will do a full recap. So check that out at the end of the month. I will be posting that. Let's move on to net worth. So again, I do pull these numbers as of March 31st. So first here we have our home value. So we do currently own our home. We have not previously had a Zestimate because our home is a new build. It was built last year and we purchased it in August. So we did not have a Zestimate, but actually right after I finished this spreadsheet and I was getting ready to film this video, I actually just checked out Zillow just to see, and we actually do have a Zillow estimate now, which is really exciting. However, the range is really big. So I think the Zillow range was like 478 to 550, which is a very big range and not super helpful for me to narrow down our home value. Now, it's probably because our subdivision is relatively new. There's not a ton of homes that have been sold here, so they don't have a great idea yet of what our home is worth. But as things continue to build up around here, I'm sure that number will get more accurate. Our Zillow estimate right now is 514 on Zillow, so I feel like we're pretty close. I would definitely always rather be on the lower end, just because obviously with selling a home comes fees and moving expenses and all of that. So I always would rather be conservative than like trying to overestimate what our home is worth. And then eventually when we do sell it in the future, or if we do sell it in the future, we would then have overinflated our net worth. So that's just where we're at for now. I'm going to leave it at 500. I will continue to evaluate that as the year goes on and as that Zillow estimate hopefully becomes more accurate. I did want to mention we sold our home last year in July. If you guys have been around here for a while, you definitely know that. But one thing that I don't know that I mentioned is that what we sold our home for was actually really close to what the Zillow estimate was. So I thought that was kind of interesting because I know a lot of people have said that that number is either like really low or really high. I guess it depends on your market, but I guess for our market, it seemed like it was right on. Now, obviously the market has changed with the higher interest rates, so I'm not putting as much stock in that, but I do feel like our home is probably worth closer to like 510 to 515. So just wanted to mention that. I do find it really interesting. A lot of people have mentioned that their Zillow estimate was like wildly inaccurate and ours was like almost exactly what we had sold it for. So kind of interesting. Next up, we have our HSA. So we do have a health savings account. We have a high deductible health plan. So we do participate in a health savings account. So currently we're sitting at $6,400. Now we do have some of this invested, so that is why it did a huge increase between February and March. We do actually put money in this as well every single month, but it's not $400. So part of that was stock market growth, which is great. Again, we do use this account for health, dental, and vision expenses. So we do not just sit here and save this money. I know that's a strategy for a lot of people, but that's not our strategy right now. We do have 3 kids and a family of 5. So we do have the potential for a lot of medical expenses throughout the year, especially with having a high deductible health plan. So my goal is to get this amount to $6,800, which is our out-of-pocket maximum for our medical, and then hopefully continue to build it from there. But that's just my goal. I feel like it's really nice to have this money sitting there in case we do have some unexpected medical expenses. Now, knock on wood, we have not had really any this year, which is a blessing for sure, but that's not to say that we won't have any for the rest of the year. So for now, this money is just going to sit there. Next up is our retirement savings. So this is our savings accounts, which include our sinking funds and our emergency fund, and then all of our retirement accounts. So both my husband and I have Roth IRAs, and we also both have retirement accounts through our employers, which are called 401ks. 401ks. So this is all of that money combined into one very large number, which is amazing to see, and I'm so grateful. It is $220,500. So that is, again, all of our savings. That's basically all of our money that is not held in a very specific account like an HSA or a brokerage. So $220,000, that is the best we've had so far this year. Now, again, we did put $5,000 into savings, and we did also contribute to retirement accounts. So depending on the market, some months this goes down, some months it goes up. I think this year it probably went down from what we had actually put in, but the stock market does what it does, and that is okay. We are just along for the ride. Next up, we have our brokerage account, which is currently at $2,700. Now, we're not really focused on this account right now. This is just kind of an extra account that we have. I hope in the future we do contribute more to this eventually when we're in better positions with our retirement accounts. But for now, our retirement accounts are our focus, so we're not really putting anything in here. It's pretty flat right now. Other than that, it just has been kind of sitting there doing pretty much nothing. So that is obviously invested. So our brokerage account is primarily invested in VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Index Fund. That's primarily what it's invested in. So it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. It's been a roller coaster this year. So that is where we are currently at. And then last asset that we have is our vehicle. So we do have one vehicle currently, like I said before. It is a Honda CRV, and I'm estimating $17,000. Now that's probably a low estimate, but again, same with the house. I prefer to be on the lower end if possible because I want to make sure I'm not overinflating our net worth, and I want to make sure this number is as accurate as possible, just for my own sake, because I enjoy looking at this number every single month. So that brings our total assets as of March 31st to $746,600. Now we only have one liability, which is our mortgage on our home, and that is currently at $365,300. So that does go down like between $500 to $600 a month. We do pay a little bit extra on our mortgage right now, but not a ton. So let's go ahead and go down to our net worth by month tracker here. So as you can see, our current net worth as of March 31st is $381,300. Now I don't set net worth goals. I know I've talked about this in the past. I don't, because we are at the mercy of the market, and if the market decides to be crazy, our net worth could be severely affected. That's not anything that we are doing, so it's not really something that we can control that much. Obviously, we can control it a little bit by doing the right thing, by putting money in savings, by investing, etc. So that was an increase of $6,500 from last month, which is amazing. Super proud of that progress. As you can see here, as of January 1st of 2022, we were at $251,000, and then January 1st of 2023, we were at $376. So great progress, really pleased with that. That is all I have for this video. I did want to mention quickly that I do have this spreadsheet available for you for free if you click the link in my pinned comment. I always have it down there in these videos if you want to check out this spreadsheet. Again, it's completely free. You don't have to enter an email. You don't have to enter a credit card. It's just free. It's on Google Sheets, okay? I just want you guys to be able to use this. I want you guys to be able to track your net worth and your goals, and I want to watch you succeed with money, so it is completely free. Go check it out. If you guys have any questions on the spreadsheet, if it's confusing to you, if you don't understand how the formulas work, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to help you out with this and make sure that you are doing it correctly and that you are satisfied with it as well. So let me know in the comments down below, do you track your net worth? And if not, please tell me that you were gonna go use that spreadsheet right now, okay? You can use it on your phone. It's really easy. Check it out. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.